we've got Washington football team at Carolina with Cam possibly as QB1. 43 points, that's the lowest total on the slate. Pearce, you going over or under?
I'll take the over. This is a low number. Again, like Steve mentioned, it's another overreaction. I don't think Washington is as good as they were last week. Tom Brady had a bad game. Washington didn't play very well. But Washington's not as bad offensively as they've been for most of the season. They should be able to put up some points against, I would say, an average Carolina team. And then you look at the other side, Cam Newton is going to face, hopefully it's Cam Newton, will face one of the worst pass defenses in football. He's got the weapons. The biggest issue you worry about with Carolina is their offensive line and dealing with the pass rush. Well, Washington lost their best pass rusher, rookie of the year, and then they were just 14th in terms of adjusted sack rate, 19th in terms of pressure rate before that. So if Cam Newton doesn't have to deal with a lot of pressure, or P.J. Walker, whoever that ends up being starting the quarterback, so I'll take the over here. I think they'll be able to put points up against Washington. Everyone else does.
Geoff, you want to roll with the over?
Yeah, I do. This one is really close. I think if it was up to 44 and a half, I would lean under here. Carolina has been an under machine, but I agree with Pearce. I think this spot, I think their offense can really get it together. You saw, I think that Carolina has kind of lucked into a bit of an offensive sort of upgrade with Sam Darnold getting injured. Their offense was not performing well with him 4 weeks in a row. Now you bring in a run-first quarterback. You know, regardless if it's PJ Watt, it's probably going to be Cam Newton. You've got a guy who's really, really efficient in red zone situations, and now you've got a healthy Christian McCaffrey. I think this just ends up being Carolina's offense breaks out a little bit against a terrible defense. And look, we've seen Taylor Heineke produce for us in garbage time before, so I think that we can probably consider or rely on, Washington for like 15 points, 17 points here or something like that. So yeah, I do want to lean over. If this one crept up though around the 44 range, I do think I'd probably lean the other way.
Steven, which way you leaning?
Yeah, look, I mean, I hate totals like this. Like, you see 43, and you're like, what am I going to do with this total? You know what I mean? And look, everybody's excited about Cam Newton. It's fine. It's a great story, okay? But I mean, what? The guy runs in for a touchdown and hands off for another touchdown. If a batter sets up to the plate, hits 2 home runs, is he all of a sudden a home run hitter? No. Does that mean Cam Newton's a competent quarterback all of a sudden now? No. But the matchup is in his favor, right? Because we all know how bad Washington is. Here's one thing you can rely upon. These are 2 quarterbacks who will turn over the ball. And if there's going to be a lot of turnovers in this one, that could easily lead to the over. That's just a sloppy game here. So I'll take the over on this one. But let me tell you something. I'm not going out of my way to bet this game, okay? There's a billion other things you can bet on. I was just answering this question because they asked me.